What's up guys, it's Mike with Shallow Reefing coming back at you with another video, and today we're talking logistics for the 200-gallon Innovative Marine, what I'm going to do, and the timeline for everything. So let's jump into it. So let's talk about when the 200-gallon is coming. Today is currently Monday, and they said it would be coming as early as Wednesday. Now, I talked to the freight company, it was called Roadrunner Freight, and they said that they would be contacting me the day of, and they couldn't promise me the time that they would be delivering it because it depended on the route. So they said what they do is drop it off and hopefully just leave it here. But the good thing is my father-in-law is in town watching our son, and he's gonna be here. Now the freight company said that they could like pull up in a boxcar and then just drop it off in the garage if my father-in-law was here. So that's what they're gonna do. When it comes to the garage, I can't take my wife's side. So unfortunately, my car is going to be out of the garage, and I put a blue piece of tape down so that this whole side of the garage is going to be just for my Innovative Marine tank. Now, with that being said, I'm also gonna have my friend Joey, who's buying the tank. He's coming down this weekend, and he's dropping off a 75-gallon. So I'm going to have the Innovative Marine in here, and then the 75-gallon in here too, just waiting for a couple days. And then I'm going to set up the 75-gallon. So once I'm ready to move the 75-gallon in, I'm going to move it where the baby stroller is. Baby stroller is for size comparisons, kind of. It's kind of turned into the storage unit for the baby stroller. But 75-gallon tank will be right here. I'm going to get that up and running, and then have that running for about 2 weeks. And then 2 weeks after this coming Friday, so like the first week of September, I believe is what we agreed on, is the big move for the 80-gallon Shallow Reef. Alright, so with that being said, my plan to break this tank down. So my friend Wayne's gonna come over here and help me. I'm breaking it down with Wayne, and then we're gonna put it outside for the guy, for Joey, because you know, it's just gonna be a little bit better and safer with all the COVID stuff going around. My plan is shut off the sump. So once I shut off the sump, I will have like, I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, the heater's gonna be totally fine. I'm gonna put it up in the tank. I'll shut off the sump the day before, and then I will kind of get the whole bottom section cleaned up and move that out. And then I'm going to also have this frag tank pretty much gone. The top shelf is my frags that I'm keeping because I've fragged off all the little colonies, and the bottom is the frags that are remaining in the frag tank. I've taken out one of the frag racks, consolidated it, and then I moved the other frag rack over there. You can kind of see it hanging around. But when Joey comes down on this Friday, he's gonna be grabbing the rest of those frags. And with all those frags gone, it's gonna be super easy to shut down that frag tank. All I gotta do is get this giant Hollywood stunner, and there's a couple of Zoas down there, and get those out of here. So that is the plan for the frag tank. I plan on, I think Joey doesn't know if he wants me to cut the pipe down the middle or what, but the pipe runs across that section. So I mean, PVC pipe's super cheap, so I'm probably gonna cut it, and then Joey can splice it back together the way he wants it. And that will be it for the frag tank. Then we'll have to drain this, and Joey's bringing over the totes. When he's bringing over the 75-gallon, I'm going to be draining the water. And while I'm draining the water, I'm hopefully catching the fish. That's the plan. But I hope I catch all the blennies, because there's 3 blennies in there, and they like to hide in rocks. So I'm gonna catch the fish and move them to the 75-gallon. While I'm doing that, I'm also going to be putting them in totes. Pretend there's a tote there, right in that area. Put them in there. All right. Then once this tank is empty, I'm going to ditch all the sand. All the corals are gonna go in the totes, and then Joey's going to take the totes, load them up, and I'm going to get rid of the sand. I know what I'm gonna do. It's never a really good thing to reuse sand. I mean, you can with washing, but man, it's such a pain in the butt. Just, you know, buy the sand, put the new sand in, start off clean, But this tank's been really good for me, so there's that. Now, with that being said, I'll pop off all the panels, put them outside for Joey to grab, move the tank away from the wall, take off the canopy, and, you know, break the tank down essentially, and just have Wayne and I just move the tank out with the stand on it out to the front, and hopefully that would be adequate to move. I mean, it is a lot of work. I'm not looking forward to it. There's a lot of electronical stuff in here, you know, with the apex and whatnot, but I think it's going to be pretty great. Alright guys, that's the plan for the move. Now during this, I'm not sure what I want to do with the little 10 gallon over here. It's pretty nice, I like it, but I don't know if it's going to get in the way. I think it won't be in the way. I think it should be fine. It should be fine right there, and then I have a 20 gallon tank upstairs where I'm going to put all those little frags. I already have a bunch of frags up there, but that is the plan for the frags. Now, while I'm doing that, I'm definitely going to be doing my tank build. I'm going to do my episode 0 video for the delivery, and then I'm going to do my first episode building the APS stand. Now, that will be built in the garage while, you know, all this moving's going on, or it's going to be built in the garage while this tank is still up and running, so I'll kind of get a feel for it in the room. And once this is all gone, I will essentially have no tank here, a 75 gallon tank there that's a quarantine tank running copper with my current fish in it, the 10 gallon tank over there, and this section will be empty. I'm gonna move this guy out of here, the little cubby, but I'm thinking about putting the quarantine tank over here, the 24 gallon one, and do a quarantine on some fire dart fish, because I love fire dart fish, and maybe some anthias if there are anthias. I know anthias are terrible in quarantine, but you know, I'm gonna start it off right, have all the fish in here that are separate from my fish. That way I'm definitely not gonna get any ick in my fish when they're in the 75 gallon over here. I just love how that stroller represents the 75 gallon tank. It's way more expensive than a 75 gallon tank, Jesus. Babies are expensive. All right guys, so that is the plan. It is going to be a logistical nightmare, I can tell you that for a fact. But if I can pull this off, it'll be one of the greatest achievements next to getting married and having my son. So, oh man, that Dragon Soul is looking real nice right now. I'm loving it. And this is without a filter too. I have it on the pro mode for the video, so it's looking great. All right, anyways, back on topic. So that is the plan for the Reef tank. And it's gonna be a lot of work, but you know, it's gonna be really, really rewarding in the end. So guys, that's all I got for you this time. If you want to see more, you better smash the subscribe button, because I'm gonna be bringing you the most epic, innovative marine 200 gallon build on YouTube, because it's the only one. But hey, it sounds good. It's gonna be probably my tagline for this. It's gonna be a great build. Stick around. I will see you guys in a couple days. I can't wait.